Scrappy people, Tracy Reed here today, unboxing my brand new Fierce collection. It is officially Pride Month, and I have been wanting to do a Pride collection for forever, for at least the last 5 years, probably more. I love a good rainbow, so of course the rainbow theme is going to stick out to me, but also Pride is a theme that is near and dear to my heart. We have a ton of friends and family that are part of the LGBTQ community. I've been to Pride multiple times. It is just so important for me to create this collection, especially in the climate that we're in right now, where it feels like we're moving backwards as far as acceptance and love goes. So I just really wanted to make this collection. If it is not for you, feel free, just don't buy it. No problem. I don't mind. But if it is for you, you are going to love it. So it is just like all of the rest of my standard collections. It is full size. There are 20 different patterns that come in 12 by 12 traveler's notebook and patterned card size 3 by 4 and 4 by 6. There are 12 traveler's notebook signatures that are a mix of traveler's notebook size journal cards plus alternate colorways in patterns and also actual journal spots. There are 2 sets of journaling cards with 2 4x6s and 8 3x4s each that are a mix of these designer kind and also journaling cards. And then there are not 1, not 2, not 3, which is my standard, but 5 sheets of stickers in this collection. 1, because I just couldn't stop creating, but 2, because I wanted to make sure that there was as much representation of all of the different pride flags and orientations and gender identities that there could possibly be. I of course could not include them all. They are almost infinite, but I did include, I think, the top 15 most common of those flags. And if for some reason I missed your flag specifically that you need, just go ahead and send me an email and I will make that flag for you, no problem. So let's get started unboxing. Let me put this to the side and start with the patterns, of course. So if you're new here, my patterns come on 12 by 12, traveler's notebook size, and patterned card size. So they're all sized down to be appropriately sized for the canvas that they're on. So you can see that the 4 by 6 is smaller than the traveler's notebook size, which is smaller than the 12 by 12 size. And then on my pattern cards, you get all of the patterns in 3 by 4, 4 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 3, 4 by 6, and 6 by 4. But on the printable sheets themselves, if a card comes in a specific orientation, you get both the horizontal and the vertical on the print sheet specifically so that you can print out both orientations and you don't print a 4 by 6 that's the wrong orientation for what you need for your page. So let's check out all of these patterns. So of course we're diving right in to the Pride logo, or the Fierce logo that I've been using on all of my socials to promote this kit. The hands, it is just perfection. I love it so much. This one's throwing up the I love you sign. This one's making heart fingers. Of course, we have the Pride fist, peace sign, and then this one is holding the flag. Makes a great pattern too. So I wanted to make sure that there were a lot of more usable patterns too. I know that sometimes some people have a hard time using these busier patterns, so I made sure that there was a tonal, less busy pattern in every color so that you could mix and match. And if you want to use this beautiful red heart as a background and only put spots of this in there, you would have that option. So this one is a red heart. Then we have a diagonal rainbow stripe. You don't even understand how happy I was to be able to do an entire actual rainbow collection. I love rainbows. Speaking of rainbows, here is pink with these adorable little rainbows. This one is a bunch of name tags, hello, my name is name tags with all of, not all of, but a lot of the different gender orientations. So we have she, they, she, her, he, him, he, they, them, and then we have ask me. Next is a orange plaid This orange was a super strong color. I didn't want it to overwhelm the collection too much, so I made the tonal one more of a white with orange. Confetti dots, because what is Pride if not a celebration of love? So we have some confetti being thrown in the air. One of my favorite pages or papers is this adorable Pride rainbow. Of course, I always like to have all of my collections be used in multiple ways. So I can definitely see most of these papers as non-Pride themed too. And this one would make a great like birthday paper. So cute. This fun yellow, it's kind of like a sunburst, makes a nice diamond grid. A different kind of rainbow. I love the sort of retro-y vibe of this collection too. So this kind of feels very 80s to me. The whole thing feels very 80s, almost Lisa Frank vibed to me. Not as cool as Lisa Frank, but pretty cool. Then we have the Pride pennants, and this one says proud to be me, love is love, fierce and fabulous, born this way. I love this rich, deep blue. It is so bright and fun. And actually, funny fact, it was a late addition to the color palette on this collection. I wasn't going to have a deep blue. I was only going to have the light blue. But then I pulled this blue color and started incorporating it into these papers. And it was exactly what it needed to really almost make this collection really celebratory and stand out. I know that sounds funny, but just the lighter colors wasn't quite bright and poppy enough for me. Green dot, blue dot, so we got two different size dots here. I love this rainbow plaid, and all of the lines are a bit wonky. It's not quite perfect. Then we have, this is what I was talking about with all of the different flags. There aren't all of the different flags on this. There aren't even all of the different flags that I have on the stickers on this, but you can see there's a good sampling of all of the different Pride flags in hearts. And then it says, we are all human, you are valued, or you are valid, ally, love is love, drag is art, protect trans lives, say gay, you are safe with me. So just a really great affirming this one. So I wanted to make sure that I had a lot of ally stuff in this collection, and you'll see it in the stickers specifically, because I know that not all of you are a part of the LGBTQ community, but maybe you know and love someone who is. So a lot of the words in this on this paper and in the sticker sheet and on the cards and stuff are for allies, so that you can show your support for someone that you love or whatever it is that you want to scrapbook, even if you're not part of the community. Blue stripe. And this one's sort of fun and funky and also brings in that whole 80s vibe like I'm talking about. We've got these interlocking rainbows. It just makes this really cool pattern, and I almost didn't include this pattern, but I just think it's so fun and unique and different. I just had to include it. And it's on this really light pink. Purple stars. And then we have more, oh, this one's upside down. More banners. These ones are kind of like streamers. Again, celebratory Pride, if you're going to the parade. Just that was what was on my mind and what I was thinking about making this collection. And then the last paper is the Pride flag with wood grain. This is the inclusive Pride flag that also includes trans and people of color. So we've got all of the colors here, and this is a super fun background. And then, of course, all of the solids. So we've got red, orange, yellow, pink, green, both blues, and purple. Love this color palette. I love rainbow. All right, so next let's look at the Traveler's Notebook signatures. Again, the Traveler's Notebook signatures are a mix of journal cards, journaling cards, and alternate patterns. So this is probably my favorite, one of my favorites, but I don't know. I don't know if I can pick a favorite, but this is one of my favorites in the collection. I love, so if you have my Indivisible collection, I made this collection to sort of interweave with my Indivisible collection, because my Indivisible collection was in 2020. It was a patriotic collection all about the protests and the marches that were happening in 2020. And so this one is the same vein, but with rainbows. So I have used the same fonts and some of the same imagery. And this is similar to a card in the Indivisible collection with this megaphone, but we've got rainbows here. It says loud and proud. Alternate colorway for that pennant paper. Another sort of callback to the Indivisible collection And we have these fists from the Indivisible collection here, but in rainbow, of course, and it says you can't legislate us back into the closet. A plaid, because you know I can't make a collection without a plaid. Fierce and Fabulous. I rarely do horizontal designs for my Traveler's Notebook signatures, but I had to with this one because it's just so cute like this. I love these rainbow letters. You'll see these in the journaling cards as well. How adorable are they? Journaling card with a rainbow wood grain stripe down the side. Hearts, multicolor hearts. So these are the same hearts that are tonal in the main collection on red. And I had to redo this one too with the rainbow. This one is a journaling card now. Love is love is love is love is love is love is love. Another journaling card with the rainbows. Peace, love, equality. What more could you ask for? And that really cool paper, I blew it up and made it a journaling-ish card, kind of like a pattern card here. So cute. Next, let's look at the journaling cards. So there's 2 sets of journaling cards, 2 4x6s, 8 3x4s in each one. Of course, we have the monthly word jumble card. June. Pride is every day. The only choice I made was to be myself. Oh, the dot. Journaling. You can cut this apart or you can leave it as is. Be proud of who you are. This dad's so proud of you. Free mom hugs. Fun fact, this card, when I designed it, made me cry. Oh, I got so emotional over this collection. Proud to be an ally. You're safe here. So again, pulling into the ally side of things too, if you want to show your support. Y'all means all. I want to turn this into an actual sticker. And journaling cards with the rainbows. That was set 1. Set 2, we have Pride on navy. It's not really navy, it's a royal blue wood grain. And then, oops, that's upside down. Banners at the top, we have the Pride flag banner and then also the streamers. And then this is a lyric from a song from The Greatest Showman that every time I was designing this collection, you know, I run a lot. And so this is on one of my running playlists and I just kept hearing it and hearing it and hearing it and thinking I need to really include that in my collection. So it says, I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. A little bit of a shout out to trans empowerment here. This says, hi there, my pronouns are, and then we've got the trans flag in the background. My daughter is trans, so I wanted to make sure that we had a lot of trans representation as well. Here to slay, here to stay. All love, no hate. I don't actually love using love versus hate, but I did a couple of times in this collection because it was appropriate, especially with the climate that's going on now. But I tried to really stay away from any negative wording as much as possible in this collection and only go with the positive wording. So every person deserves to be treated with respect. Journaling card. Born this way with some of the pride flags. And love wins. Okay, so lastly, for the printables, there are 5 sheets, like I said, of printable stickers. And rather than sorting them all out and showing you them one at a time, let's switch over to the computer and look at them as full sheets so that we, first of all, so that this video isn't like 12 hours long, but also so that you can see kind of where I was going and what I was feeling with these sheets. So let's hop over there. Okay, so these are showing on black so that you can see how they cut out. They are obviously transparent and they do not print on black backgrounds, but this is page 1 of the stickers. And this is my standard journaling card word bits sort of tag page. You can see that there are word bits and tags obviously on here. We've got love always wins, just say no to rainbow capitalism, some fun words like let's have brunch, work it. Then we have those circles on the left hand side. One is proud to be an ally, the other one is happy Pride Month, and then we have I am out and proud, and then some journaling spots as well. Next, we have a sheet of titles and stars. We have some more fun shaped word bits in here, and we have pride signs, and I love proud dad, proud mom, and yes, there is a mum alternate if you are a mum and not a mom. Be sure to pause this if it's going too fast and you want to look at them a little bit slower. This is my icon page. We have all of the icons in the collection as well as a couple more titles. I love how the hands-on at the bottom says none of us is free unless all of us are free. And then these last two pages are the flags and hearts for all of the different pride symbols, as well as titles like bisexual, pansexual, etc. for those of us who want some real representation on our pages. Of course, I could not include all of the flags and all of the hearts. Again, if I'm missing yours, go ahead and email me and I will make it for you. Last but not least, we have the digital kit. So again, a lot of the imagery and icons from the collection done in different ways. Like we have enamel pins, we have flare, there is chipboard, there are folded hearts, and then we also have your typical digital embellishments. So we have some layered flowers, and we have titles. I love the bead titles specifically. They made me really happy, as well as those ombre wire words. Those are fun as well. There are some rubber symbols for some of the different sexual orientations. And then we have labels and journal spots, ribbons, and paint, of course, in the background. There are washi strips, all of the regular goodness that I include in all of my collections. So that is it for the Fierce collection. I hope you love it as much as I do. If you do, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up. If you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribed. My Instagram is at Traci Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. There is a link to the Fierce collection in the description box below. If you are watching this on new release weekend, it is 25% off all weekend long, so you can pick it up on sale through Monday at noon, and I will see you next time. Oh, and make sure that you stick around on Sunday for our Fierce YouTube hop. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.